Nasty. Wow. 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 See what happened?
And that intensity is number one, because that means that you'll get your polling numbers. It's one thing to support a candidate.
Wow.
It's another thing to take the time and go out and vote for that candidate.
Somebody tried to take us down, ladies and gentlemen.
Donald Trump was going to convert every supporter into a voter, and it was very questionable whether Joe Biden would be able to do the same. Now with Harris on the top of the ticket, she is converting more supporters into actual voters than even Trump. That's significant. Second is that the voter pool has changed. Younger women who were opting out because they did not want to vote for someone 80 years old are now absolutely excited and energized about this year, that in the focus group, and they can't wait to
trying to take Zeus down this morning.
That's going to have an impact, not just on the presidential race,
now I'm angry.
but on Senate and House races as well, as more traditional Democrats come to
in the box.
And third,
who's upset with Zeus this morning?
Where Harris stands. This is the one place where she made on issues like inflation and immigrant.
MA, get in the box. See, now I was just trying to cruise through and do my show, MA. But see, now I see you're all triggered and upset. One of you MAGA demons get in the box. See, now you didn't got Zeus upset. Ty, what's going on? I was just doing my thing, getting the truth out here to the American people, and people like you are trying to stop me. So you're possessed with the MAGA demon, I suppose, right?
Oh no, you're
No, what? Get it out. Are you possessed with the MAGA demon or not, Ty? I can't believe you would try something so sinister as to try to censor Zeus.
The only sins being committed are you guys.
Ty, get straight to it. Why are you supporting a nasty man like Donald Trump? You know he's nasty.
He's one of the greatest humans ever.
No. So you believe Jeffrey E is a great human being? Don't make me get. You believe Jeffrey E is a good person?
Who's Jeffrey E?
Epstein.
No.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Well, why was Donald Trump dancing with him, hanging out with him, calling him late at night, flying on the airplane with him? You don't do that with people you think are bad. So let me go ahead and say, give me your answer. What's the answer? Go ahead.
Can you
Ty, I asked you the question. You don't answer a question with another question. You do understand that, right? If we were in class right now, you would get an F.
I get a straight A+.
No, you would not. Why was he hanging out with that guy?
So, can a person...
Ty! That's not how you answer a question with a question. You wanted to get in the box. You wanted to have a conversation. Answer my question. Why was Donald Trump hanging out with Jeffrey?
Maybe he didn't know what he was doing.
Wrong.
You don't know that.
Isn't Trump a genius? According to him, he's a genius.
I would say that he's fairly intelligent, yes.
Okay. So you can't be an intelligent person and not know what you're doing. So you got that answer wrong. Try again, Ty.
He might have been.
Ty. Okay. Might have been or was. He clearly was friends with him. He had his phone number.
I was saying,
he was calling him late at night. He hung out with him. Ty, hold on. Let me make sure you and I are on the same page, because maybe you haven't seen the evidence the way that I've seen it. All right.
No, you haven't seen shit.
Hey, don't curse on my platform. You know how I run this. All right. I've asked you a very, very simple question, and you sound like you know better. So let me see if I could give you the information right here. I see right now you're already triggered because I'm showing you photos and video. I'm talking to you about things your cult leader does. Hold on, let me see if I can get that photo for Ty up here, ladies and gentlemen, because you know some people don't believe fat meat is greasy. All right. Let me see if I got it for him. Let me see. There it is, right there, Ty. You see those pictures right there?
Yeah.
That's Donald Trump, and who else? Jeffrey.
Yeah, Jeffrey.
So I'm gonna ask you again. What is the only answer that's acceptable for why he's hanging out with this man? Say it.
So
Tell all the women in here that support Donald Trump the truth. Because he's a predator. He's a predator.
No, he's not.
He is. He was found liable. And if you ask the E. Jean Carroll case, you remember that, right? You know what they said about him in the E. Jean Carroll case? Go read it for yourself.
He actually tried to clear his name.
Look at that. What does it say? What does it say?
The court wouldn't let him.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get it for you. All right?
He
Because
actually
you can't
tried to give a DNA sample to the
read.
court.
You can't read. It
I
says
can't read.
Donald Trump raped E. Jean Carroll even though he was found liable only for SA. So you have enough evidence, Ty, to make a clear judgment call. So either you can't understand this or you're evil yourself. Which one is it?
So did he not try to give a DNA sample to the court and the court didn't allow it?
Ty, listen to what I'm saying to you.
that's why
How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 25.
You don't know nothing.
How do you know everything?
You don't know nothing. You should be embarrassed to get on TikTok. You should be embarrassed that you got on TikTok and you defended Donald Trump, the nastiest person you know. He was dancing with Epstein. A court found him liable for SA, and they said he raped a woman. All right.
He tried to.
And you're gonna sit on here and you're gonna sit on TikTok and try to defend it, Ty.
Did you not try to give a DNA sample to the court and the court didn't allow it?
Ty,
Yes,
Ty, listen to what I'm telling you.
I don't need to listen.
I don't want you to say anything. I don't want you to ask another question. I need you to dwell in reality for a quick second. I know it's tough for a person like you, Ty, but you're 25. Your mind should still.
Abortions happening in America.
Ty, I'm not talking about that, Ty. I want you to really lock in on the fact that Donald Trump is a predator with me, all right?
He's going to be your president. You better just realize that.
Are you okay with him being a predator, Ty?
He's not a predator. I just said that.
Okay. What about the felonies?
The founding fathers were felons. They were committing treason.
Did they get convicted in a courtroom somewhere? Did I miss that? I didn't know George Washington got convicted.
If they would have lost the war,
So
yes.
so here's the deal, Ty. Let me go ahead and put you on mute right now because see, you're dangerous to yourself and others. Ladies and gentlemen, this
I
is
don't
a
need to be on mute.
No, you do because this is a certified MAGA demon. He doesn't have the truth in him.
You're okay with
somewhere along the lines, his family has let him down. All right, he's an incel.
Okay.
Ty probably hasn't been on a date in years. All right, Ty, listen to Zeus. All right, I'm helping you get the act right you need. You haven't been on a date in years. You understand? There you go. Goodbye, Ty. He did it himself, ladies and gentlemen. I was about to send him straight to the pits of hell, but he decided to jump in the lake of fire himself because that's what MAGA demons do. Ty, you are an evil and corrupt 25-year-old something. All right? For you to get on TikTok this morning and stand behind Donald Trump the way you did, and I could tell you were getting a little warm down there while you were standing behind him, you're sick, is proof positive that these Trump supporters are some of the worst people I've ever met. All right, these people are the worst of the worst. These people are truly the scum of the earth. All right, I was sitting here trying to get the truth out this morning, and then they tried to report Zeus. They said, Zeus, it's misinformation. TikTok, look at what I said. And they said, Zeus, keep doing what you're doing. And they opened up the floodgates, and they said, keep bringing the truth out here. So, Ty, this one's for you. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving Ty what he deserves. All right? He's a prime candidate for hell, and we just sent him there. Let's give him a round of boos and shame. Bye, Ty.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
Oh, Tinkerbell, I'm all out of mods. I've been meaning to say that. My thing is capped, but I got you next time. There's an opening. I got you, Tinkerbell. All right, seriously. And by the way, Ty.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave.
See?
As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, If you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
I've invited 2 MAGA demons in the box, and none of them have accepted my offer because they understand that I'm not anyone to play around with on TikTok. If I ask you, good morning, G-Man, if I ask any of you so-called Trump supporters a question, you don't answer my question with another question. All right? You give me what's going on upstairs, and you should be able to articulate it out here so we can then determine whether or not you're telling the truth. Why are you so afraid of being exposed, Trump supporters? Why? I mean, we already see you. We know there's no truth in you. We know you're a bunch of liars. You will what, Chewy? You want to talk to Zeus? You want to talk to Zeus, Chewy? You want to talk to Zeus? You will what? Let's see who we have in the box right now, ladies and gentlemen. We got so many to see you, all right? Who is this right here?
Good morning, Zeus.
Good morning. How are you?
Today?
Am I right? What brings you to the box this early?
Calling out MAGA and their stupid little lies.
Okay, well, make it quick because I got to move on. Tell them what you want to tell them real quick, my brother.
MAGA, guess what? You can cry, you can whine, you can complain in Zeus's comment sections, but that day, you're embarrassing yourselves and your families. So you know what? Cry all you want. We'll all just laugh at you. It's not going to matter. Enjoy your day and keep crying. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, that's some good truth right there. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with Ecuador, ladies and gentlemen. Please put a 1 in the chat if you agree with that previous guess. Please put a 1 in the chat because guess what it does? It makes these Trump supporters lose their mind. It makes them poop their diapers. All right, these are some sick people. Now, I'm trying new to this. What is that, Chewy? Are you MAGA or not? Because I can't have you in the chat doing anything. Oh, Steel Girl. All right, Steel Girl, come on up here and say that to Zeus's face. She says Democrats are so gullible that they think Kamala can make things better. Brainwashed. Chewy. Steel Girl 53. I know you're not sitting in the tub watching Zeus. I know you're not still doing that, Steel Girl. Get in the box and explain to us what you meant when you said this, because it seems to me like you're being racist. All right, Steel Girl, and you don't want Zeus to start thinking you're being a racist this morning, do you, Steel Girl? Because that statement came out of nowhere. And you know what I say? Every MAGA accusation is truly a MAGA confession. All right, Steel Girl. So, Steel Girl, let me go ahead and send you the invite again. And don't pretend like you don't know how TikTok works. Wow. Look at all these people. They're just crying in my chat this morning. All right. Okay. Who is this? Sean Chevelle. Come on in the box. He said I'm a baiter, huh? Get in the box. And now watch how I deal with this MAGA demon right here. All right. This is, you ever seen Steve Irwin, ladies and gentlemen, wrestling an alligator? Watch this. Sean.
What, dumbass?
That's the first step. What else you got? What else you got? Because
Mute me and talk over me?
You know what it is? You know what it is, Sean? You know what it is?
You ain't gonna do nothing.
Sean,
just sit there running your mouth. Mute
Sean, you know what part of the country are you in? What part of the country are you from?
Do what? Repeat that again.
What part of the country are you calling in from?
Kentucky.
Okay. Why is it you embarrass the state of Kentucky by getting in and the first thing you say? Wait a second. The first thing you said is it's not even a third grade insult. This is like a kindergarten insult. You can't come with anything better than that, Sean. I'm going to unmute you. You're talking to Zeus. All right? You got to imagine, Sean, I've heard a lot of insults sitting on this throne, Sean, and that was real weak. It showed you don't have any intelligence. All right. You could have even picked something Donald Trump says. That would have got me. If you would have came up here, for instance, Sean, and started talking about those sharks and those batteries or Hannibal Lecter, I would have said, Sean, you're on to something. But you got up here and you embarrassed yourself. Now I'm going to give you another chance, Sean, to redeem yourself. Hit unmute. Do you know how to click unmute, Sean? Jesus Christ. And this is who MAGA calls their best and their brightest. I'm the best and the brightest. I came from the wonderful state of Kentucky. Sean, what's the highest level of education you got? Zeus, it doesn't matter. All right? Just know I went to kindergarten. My mom and dad dropped me off. And no, I'm here now. So you didn't get past kindergarten. No. Well, it shows. Sean, can you hit unmute? Or is that too complicated for you? All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know exactly what we got to do because, you know, I don't allow Trump supporters to be victims.
WKU, bastard. Western Kentucky University.
What did you get your degree in?
Repeat that again.
What did you get your degree in?
Psychology.
Okay. Well, congratulations. You got your Bachelor's of Arts then, right? Because that's not a science-based degree.
Right.
That meant when you were trying to figure out what subject to graduate in, you saw all of these STEM courses, you know, and what I mean by STEM, what is that? Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. You said to yourself, I don't want to deal with math or anything like that because that requires a lot of logic, and I know that I am not disciplined. I got you.
Joke, dude. You are a complete joke, and you know you are.
Sean, you know how I can say that to you?
You know why? My name, I know that.
You know why?
You know how to tell
what would you like me to say? What would you like me to call you?
Nothing but hate. I do.
What would you like me to call you on TikTok besides your name?
Sean is fine.
Okay. So don't get mad that I'm calling you
pronoun bullshit either.
I didn't. Well, what are your pronouns? It sounds like you would like
stuff that y'all come up with. Why not just say Whitey?
Sean, let me get back to my. Let me get back. No.
Show ignorance every day.
No, Sean.
Yes,
Sean, let me explain to you. So
I promise you, bub. You
back to your degree
every day
that you got. Back to your degree, Sean.
Do so.
Back to his. So when Sean was in college, all right, Western Kentucky, he had a choice. Do I go towards science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, or do I choose psychology? Sean doubted his ability to think logically, and he steered clear of anything that involved logic. Right, Sean? I know I'm talking to somebody. I know I'm talking to you.
Stop muting me then, bitch.
Okay. Well, if you quit acting like one, I wouldn't have to. All right? Quit acting like one, because it's not what people call you, it's what you answer to. And it's clear that something I'm saying is getting to you. Because you're acting like one. All right? Control yourself. All right?
You're the one acting like a bitch, dude.
No. And I don't like it when you cuss on my platform. All right? Okay. I got you. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, you see Sean right here. He's upset because I exposed him. You know what they say? Oh, and just like that, Sean, he did it to himself like the previous guest, right? He saw the lake of fire right there. And he said, I would rather jump in myself, Zeus, than to give you the satisfaction of baking me and pushing me in there, because he knew I was going to do it. So Sean, ladies and gentlemen, with his degree from Western Kentucky University in psychology, he saw the lake of fire right there, and he says, goodbye, Zeus, and he jumped in himself. Okay? He jumped in himself. Ladies and gentlemen, it's with great pleasure that I do this. Join me in giving Sean another MAGA demon that we've just sent to hell. All right? We just sent him there. Join me in giving him what he deserves. All right? And this one's for you, Sean. May you burn in the lake of fire the rest of your eternal life. Let's give him a round of boos and shame. never gets old. It never gets old, ladies and gentlemen. It never gets old. Any more Trump supporters who want to jump into Lake of Fire with these two previous panelists? Chewy.
Hey, what's up, Zeus? Are you there?
Speak. Yeah, I can hear you. Speak. You're a Trump supporter, correct?
Not.
You're gonna vote for him?
Entirely.
You're gonna vote for him?
No, I didn't say that.
Are you? Oh, okay. Well, then we don't got anything.
A little bit.
We don't got anything to talk about. We don't got anything to talk
Oh,
about.
yes, we do.
You're not voting for Donald Trump.
What? So, who you voting for? Kamala?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I've been
So
doing.
why would we support the current system that has been screwing us all for
Sir.
over 100,000 years?
Sir, 100,000 years?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
This system is not made for you and me.
100,000 years.
100 years. Sorry.
Okay. So,
Come on, calm down there, Zeus. Don't pull out the
okay.
weapons.
Well, trust me, I haven't turned up. I haven't turned up yet. You haven't seen Zeus turn up.
I'm just
All right,
saying,
you haven't seen.
Let's have an intellectual conversation.
Okay. So, intellectually speaking, I need to know who you're voting for before we even have this because what I'm not going to do,
choose, it would be Kennedy.
Okay. And Kennedy is who? What is he going to do for the country?
Well,
Nothing.
He does talk about
So-
the most important parts that nobody talks about.
The one that's a predator. He's a predator, and he killed, unalived the bear cub, right? I don't think so, Chewy. You know what, Chewy? What I'm not going to do, Chewy, is I'm not going to get up here and deal with somebody that's pretending like they're not a Trump supporter when they really are. If you're voting for Kennedy, that means you're voting for Donald Trump because they're working together. If you know what I mean, Chewy. All right. Now, why are you so ashamed to accept? Just say I'm a Trump supporter and give him that full throat endorsement that he likes. All right. Chewy, you're a liar and everyone knows it. Now, when you're ready to get up in the box and admit you're going to vote for Donald Trump and stop attacking the vice president of the United States, we can have an honest conversation. But then in between time, you know what we got to do, ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving Chewy what he deserves, all right? Because I just sent him to the lake of fire. I don't got time. Join me in giving him a round of, you guessed it, booze and shame.
Silence! Silence! You MAGA demon!
Bye, Chewy. Who is this? Advir? How do you say your name?
Adam.
Okay, Adam, greetings. You're a Trump supporter?
Yes.
Okay, this is the problem. Why are you supporting a nasty human being? Are you a nasty person?
No.
Okay, well, why are you supporting one? You know what they say, birds of a feather. What? What's the rest of it? Wolves travel in what?
Okay, so
Wolves travel in what?
I don't know.
Packs. Okay, so you're traveling in a pack with other predators, right? You're voting for a man that's nasty, all right? You know he's been dancing and hanging out with that guy, Jeffrey E., all right? Why are you giving him the open mouth, full throated endorsement? Because you're nasty.
Full throated, huh?
Yeah, you know that's how he likes it.
I don't think the right is mostly homosexual. So
I didn't say that. I didn't go that far. Let's see what your mind did.
You said fully throated, man. I know where you're going with it.
No, that's what he wants.
No,
That means you say it with your chest. You give him all you got. I didn't say anything about you grabbing your ankles, but that's when you took it. Why? No. I asked you, why are you voting for a nasty man?
Did he hurt your feelings?
See, you
Yes,
did what
he
the other
did.
guest. You did what the other guest did, right? I asked you the question, and you think
upset.
answering you haven't seen upset. You think answering my question with a question is a satisfactory answer. No, it's wrong. It's wrong. Okay, try again. So let me ask you a question again. Why are you supporting a nasty man? That means you got to start off by saying, I'm supporting a nasty man because,
I'm
and you complete
supporting a
the
nasty man
because.
I lived better under his presidency. He's a successful businessman. Okay.
Okay.
He shows strength. He's powerful. Leaders respect him, unlike Camilla.
It's Kamala.
Kamala.
Thank you. Okay.
She's been a laughing stock on the stage.
Okay, okay, I got it. Okay, so you lived better under him. Let me ask you a question. Were you in the United States under Donald Trump?
Yes.
What happened in his 4th year in office? Would you call that living better under him? Do you think did he handle that situation that cost almost 1 million lives, American lives?
Blaming COVID on Trump?
Huh?
You're blaming COVID on Trump?
Well, I have no choice. When you're president, you got to take accountability for what's happening in the country. Those are his words.
So you're gonna count the bullshit that happened at the very last second?
Can you not use profanity? What?
So I talked about 4 years. You're talking about what happened at the very end.
Yeah, because you said you felt safer under him. But I don't believe a majority of Americans who lost their life because of this man.
I said I lived better.
Okay, well, how did you live better when we went through a national lockdown? Are you talking financially?
Cheaper, gas was cheaper.
So you liked it when
better.
Yeah, so you liked it when he was printing money and causing inflation.
Every president prints money, man. What do you think Biden's not sending $300 billion to Ukraine?
There was a record number of people who traveled this past 4th of July weekend. A record number of people. So I could totally tell you a lot of people are living actually better now. So if you're not living better now, it sounds like a personal problem. But it's not you being able to speak. You're not able to speak for the rest of us. You're suffering right now, I guess, right? You're unemployed? No. Are you unemployed?
No, I have a business.
Oh,
yes,
your business survived the pandemic. Your business survived the pandemic?
No.
Oh, so when did you? What kind of business are you in?
Pause. I'm in the marine business.
Okay. So you're getting government contracts?
No. I'm a private small business.
Okay, and it started when? Under the Biden administration?
19.
Okay, so it started under Trump's administration.
Yes.
And it's still thriving. Thank you, Joe Biden. Say thank you, Joe Biden. Say it. Because if it would have been under Donald Trump, your business would have been gone. Because by the time he was leaving office, you saw the direction the economy was going. There were a lot of people who lost their businesses, and a lot of them, those businesses haven't came back. Adam?
I had to take unemployment because shit was slow.
Oh, so you're a socialist.
I'm not a socialist.
You took that unemployment money?
Yeah, because I had to.
No, you didn't. You could have rejected it. You could have said, I don't want any of that socialist money, Adam. See, this is the thing, Adam. This is the thing. You want to sit here, and I'm getting angry. Now I might turn up, Adam. You're going to sit here and take money from the Democrats. What state are you in, you said?
California.
Oh, under Gavin Newsom. You're going to sit here and collect those unemployment checks when you could have got up off your rusty dusty
First
and
of all,
did
you're
something.
On talking to a bunch of Democrats. You have no business, so don't compare yourself.
No, Adam.
What do you do for a living?
Adam.
Shit, let's talk.
Hey, look at you. See, I'm getting to him. Let me put him on mute because I'm exposing him.
What kind of income do you have?
Not don't worry about Zeus.
Oh, okay. Then don't criticize me.
No. Because see, you want to sit here and do Democrat things and cry. The Democrats are the problem while you're taking those Democrat dollars, Adam. This is what I'm talking about, the hypocrisy of these Trump supporters. I lived better under Donald Trump, but then we drilled down. No, actually, you were living better under Gavin Newsom. All right, in California, out of all states, And look at this decrepit creature creeping up into my box. I want to get in the box and bash the hand that's feeding him. Adam, you're bashing the hand. You know, there's a saying, don't bite the hand that feeds you. You ever heard of
You're
that?
talking shit to me and you're muting me.
Because you're not
Does that seem
listening.
like a pussy?
And see, you're doing all of that nasty stuff again. Somebody turn up the heat in the lake of fire for Zeus real quick, because Adam's about to go there. I'm gonna heat it up for you, Adam. Any last
Or at least
words?
let me respond to you. Don't mute me.
Any last words? Because I just turned up the temperature for the lake of fire
I'm
for
ready,
you.
man.
Okay, all right. Well, guess
How
what
much
I'm
do you
going to
make a
do?
year? How much do you make a
Okay,
year?
I got your answer right there. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving Adam what he deserves. Another Trump supporter benefiting off of Democratic policies, thriving under Biden, all right, living under Gavin Newsom in the beautiful state of California, collecting unemployment checks during the pandemic. His business is thriving to this day, but he's going to get up here and tell me he lived a lot better under Donald Trump. Adam, I caught you in a lie, and you know it. May you rest in hell. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving him what he deserves, a round of boos and shame.
Silence, you MAGA
To the Trump supporters listening to this broadcast, watching me send these MAGA demons straight to the pits of hell, if you have a problem with the way that I'm running my show, maybe you didn't hear this message when I started.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
Y'all are a bunch of evil and corrupt people. See, I was doing my show. People were asking me, why am I upset right now? And I said, I'm not really upset. I'm on one right now, and that's okay. I was doing my live. I was covering today's topics. It was a quiet room. And then they decided, you know what we're going to do? We're going to try to take them out for misinformation. I had to appeal it. I'm back. Now I'm ready to engage these MAGA demons. All right. Yeah. You may have woken the demon up a bit, MAGA. All right. But that's okay. So if you believe that Zeus is supposed to sit up here and let you get away with lying, you got the wrong impression. What I'm doing right now is making sure you understand no one believes you, not even Donald Trump. All right? You're going to sit up here, gaslight us, and tell us you were thriving under Donald Trump, and then we listen to that ridiculous story. We listen to that ridiculous story about how you're profiting and benefiting from Democrat policies in the state of California. It's the saddest thing I've ever seen. Oh, Blaze of Glory. You want to talk to Zeus? Come in the box, Blaze of Glory. Come on in the box. You want to be a blaze? All right, I got a little place for that blazing. You're on TikTok. That's your career. Okay. Look we got some folks out there that are crying. All right. Who else do we got? Who else do we got in the chat? Who else do we got? All right. Yeah, they don't want to talk to Zeus right now because they know that I'm not the one to play with. All right. Yeah, Blaze of Glory. I see you declined to get into the box. All right. I see you declined. All right. I'm going to invite another one up. Let's just see if we got any of them that are willing to be honest when they come in and talk. Any of these Trump supporters trying to be honest, let's have an honest comment and talk. Any of these Trump supporters trying to be honest, let's have an honest conversation. All right? Good morning. Are you a Trump supporter?
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'm going to ask you the same questions, and I'm going to need you to not answer my questions by asking me a question. Is that even possible?
I'm sure it is.
I don't got all morning to do this.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Why are you supporting a nasty predator like Donald Trump? And I'm going to help you out and understand why I refer to him as a predator. I've seen video footage and photographs of him next to one of the most sickest predators in American history, Jeffrey E. And those photos have came back and they said those are real photos. I've seen his name on the flight logs. I've seen his name on voicemail logs. I know about court cases that involves minors. Katie Johnson. I know about this. I know how he had the case dismissed. I know how he attacks his victims. I know the E. Jean Carroll thing, and I know he was found liable of graping. I mean, okay. Well, he wasn't found liable of graping, but defamation and SA. But for the sake of what the judge said, they said he did grape her. I know these things about him. Why are you getting behind this man and endorsing him?
Well, first of all, nobody's perfect. You can Google many things and get many different answers, responses. So I'm not sure about all that. Proven innocent until proven guilty is my motto. Trump seems to
Wait. So your answer is I'm endorsing a predator because nobody's perfect. That's your answer?
I just think he's better for the country. Right now, our country's got problems, and you know it. You do a great show, by the way. I don't like what you say, but I love your show.
Okay. But I appreciate that, but we're not going to deal with that at this moment. I just want to make sure the audience and I understand how the logic works, right? So this is somebody you wouldn't hang out with, correct? Personally,
I would love to meet the guy. So
you have a daughter?
no.
Okay. You have nieces and nephews, or cousins?
Yes, I did.
Knowing his record, all right, knowing all of this stuff that I just told you, I know. If it wasn't Donald Trump, would you let them hang out with him?
Yes.
You would let your loved ones hang out with somebody that's been basically deemed a predator.
Well, we let a lot of things happen. We let drag shows, children see that. There's a lot of
Sir, this is deception. This is why you've been watching my show, and I think you were very honest when you said that. Do you understand now why I say there's a demonic force at work? You understand now?
Well, what
because
about Biden?
because honestly, I know it hurt you to say that on TikTok, that you would still support a person you know is a predator. It's almost like you're saying we shouldn't go after people that do what Donald Trump did, because that's par for the course.
I don't. Again, you can accuse anybody of anything.
Do you think we should prosecute people who are predators?
Remember, Jesus was prosecuted and innocent.
How old are you?
I stumped you. Wow.
No, you didn't stump me. You know why I took the pause? I wanted you to think about that a little longer and take that back. Because I'm talking about Donald Trump being a predator. Jesus had nothing to do with that. And for your mind to have went there, it shows me once again, there's a demonic force that's in control of you. You can't see the truth. I know what's been going on in your world. How do you say your name? Rainey?
Rainey, yeah.
Rainey. You've been bombarded with an overwhelming amount of lies from Donald Trump. So all you know is lies. And so when people say the truth to you, it's almost like they're talking in a different language.
Do you have a daughter?
I don't have a daughter. But I don't want you.
Would you let your daughter hang out with Joe Biden, who showered with his?
Wait.
You know it's true.
So let me be clear with you about this. I don't care who the person is. If I don't know them, I ain't gonna let my child hang out with them. So let's just get that out of the way. But this isn't about Zeus. This is about you. And you know Donald Trump is a predator. We got court documents that prove it. We got pictures of him dancing with one. All right? You got victims who've spoken out. That's way more than what Joe Biden got going on. So if I had to make a choice between the two, I'd say, yeah, probably they're safer with Biden. That's just me going off the evidence. So you, on the other hand, you want to liken Donald Trump to Jesus Christ?
Not at all.
He's
I'm
not
just
Jesus.
saying,
He's
I'm
not
just saying,
Jesus.
not
He's
at all.
not. So he's not Jesus, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so why would you throw that in here?
Well, I'm just saying,
Now,
accusing people.
the good Lord would be disappointed that you brought his name up in the middle of something like this. He had nothing to do with this. He's not the author of confusion. You know that. This is demonic works. This is the work of the devil. Wouldn't you say the work of the devil was what Jeffrey was doing? That was demonic stuff what he was doing, right?
I would like to see that full list from.
No, I'm asking you about Jeffrey E. That's demonic
Jeffrey.
stuff. That was demonic what he was doing. You don't need to see the list to confirm that. You can think for yourself. He was harming children.
I agree.
Okay, why was that so hard?
Bill Clinton was on the.
Oh, see. You know what?
I voted for Bill Clinton. by
No,
the way.
no. I can't do it. You've demonstrated everything I need to confirm that you still possess with the MAGA demon. And I gotta move on. I really do hope, though, Rainey, you think about what I talked to you about. You're a grown person. You shouldn't have to have anyone put this much energy into things like this to help you understand it's wrong. When you find yourself defending the indefensible, that's a red flag that you're doing something wrong. You shouldn't have to do such a thing. You understand what I'm saying, young man?
I'm 62, but thank you.
Well, you're acting like a child right now. You're acting worse than a child, young man. All right? I shouldn't have to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Somebody said, Zeus, the lake of fire is warmed up. And I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and do it. Ladies and gentlemen, good night. Rainey has to go to the lake of fire with all the other MAGA demons, ladies and gentlemen. Join me in giving Rainey, he's 65 years old, but he's acting worse than a child. We're having to teach these people right versus wrong. How did you get that far in life, Rainey, and not know the difference between right and wrong? Well, I don't know how you got that far, but you know what? It's better late than never. Join me in giving Rainey what he deserves, ladies and gentlemen, this bright and early. A round of, you guessed it, booze and shame as we toss him into the lake of fire.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave.
It's a disgrace to this country, ladies and gentlemen. And it's sad because these are adults. These are people who are grown men. And I promise you, if it wasn't TikTok and I was talking to Rainey outside one-on-one and we were just having a conversation and I was like, hey, Rainey, check this out. That guy right there, this is what he did. And the things he did was something, the stuff Donald Trump has done. Rainey would say, oh, he needs to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. That's what Rainey would say. But because that demonic force is at work, they know it's Donald Trump, they're conflicted. Every single one of these Trump supporters, they're spiritually conflicted, ladies and gentlemen, because they know it's wrong what they're doing. We show them Donald Trump, and then they go, oh, Bill Clinton, oh, Joe Biden, oh, Hunter Biden. We're not talking about them. We're talking about Donald Trump. Austin, you are conflicted. All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, I got to bring up some of the mutuals real quick, but I'm going to talk to one last MAGA demon real quick, all right? I didn't intend on doing this. Austin, get in the box. You said you're not conflicted. Well, prove me wrong. Yeah, they do make excuses all the time. It's not. Here, this is another MAGA demon. I know Craig Buck Daddy. Craig, get in the box. Let me help you out. Let's see if Craig has learned something. Craig isn't going to get in the box. Okay. Yeah, okay. Who is this? Who is this? Craig.
Yes, sir. How are you
Yeah.
doing today?
I'm all right. You've been watching the show. You're a
Yeah.
Trump supporter.
That I
What's
am.
what's the mistake your friends have been making when they've gotten into box based on your observation? What's the
They tried
mistake they?
defending him.
Huh?
They tried defending him. He's done some bad stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
He's
Not
a
his
bad
personal
person.
life. Probably, yeah.
He's a bad person, right? So he's a nasty man.
That he is.
He's a predator.
Predator, I don't know. I'd stay away from that one. I wouldn't go into that. But he's not the greatest person in the world. But
Wait a second.
We're not voting on him for his personal
Wait. Why would you want to stay away from the term predator?
He's a rich guy. I'm sure all these stories are just all made up.
Okay. So are you
But
making up
anyway.
your own definition?
Kinda.
Okay. All right. Okay. So let's
I would
let's
stay away from that. But his personal life has nothing to do with running a country. It's night and
Okay.
day.
So S predator is a person who has committed S violence offenses and is especially one who is likely to commit more S offenses. So
Okay.
Jeffrey E was a predator, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. And if I caught you dancing with Jeffrey E, what would you do? What would you say if you're married?
Now this is where
Are you married? Are you married?
Yes.
What would your wife say if she saw you in photos, saw flight logs with your name on it, all right? Saw voicemail notes and seen you in court documents with Jeffrey E. What would your wife say? Would she say, "Oh, you're just a rich guy"?
No, she would trust me for doing the right thing, and that's that.
She would trust you.
For doing the right thing.
What is that?
personally, Yes.
What do so she would be okay with you in those pictures with him.
Sure, absolutely.
Your wife would.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Where's your wife at?
She's at home, but I'll later tonight. I'll put you on the phone with her.
Okay, because I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all. So you and your
You
wife.
would support me regardless. Any photo, anything like that, absolutely. That's it.
Put a one in the. Does anybody believe him? Let me ask the audience right now. Does anyone believe that his wife would be
Tonight when I
okay?
get home at 6 o'clock, I'll put you on the phone with her. You can
Yeah.
talk to her.
Yeah. So you would be willing to go to prison with Jeff then too?
No, that's totally different. Personal
No.
life and business are two different things.
No. Because you saw what happened to him.
I saw what happened to Jeffrey.
He was investigated
Correct.
and he was incarcerated.
And that's when Trump.
And your wife might be in on it too. Now that I think about it, because Jeffrey's wife was in on it too. So y'all both might be in on this little nasty stuff.
No,
All
that
right,
was before.
So you're telling me you don't find it concerning that he was doing this stuff?
No, as a businessman in Mar-a-Lago, all those pictures and all that stuff you saw, he was a businessman promoting his business of Mar-a-Lago. It was a club at the time.
Dancing,
As a club owner,
dancing
he
and
danced with everybody. Yeah,
dancing and with children.
absolutely. He didn't dance with children.
Yeah, he
They were
did.
Adults. Anybody in the club is over 21. Come on, realistically.
So you haven't read any of the courtroom information
Which courtroom information?
about Katie Johnson, what he did to that young girl, 13 years old.
I did not see that, but I will look into it.
No. You've seen it. You know about it. You know about the
Johnson, I
E.
don't
Jean.
know.
You know about the.
Yes, I do know about. Yes.
It's so what you're saying to Zeus, and this is why I say it's a strong demonic force at work, Craig, because I know that you're lying.
I'm not lying.
I know you're lying.
I'm a businessman. I've hung out with people that are probably.
Show me
not
all.
good
Show me all the predators you've hung out with. Then show us all the predators.
I have pictures with Bill Clinton. He's a predator.
You do. Show us the pictures of you with Bill Clinton.
I'm working. It's in my house on my shelf.
Okay.
I personally voted for Bill Clinton. I like Bill Clinton.
Okay. And you don't have any issues with men assaulting children.
I do.
Okay. You have an issue with Epstein.
I do.
Okay, then you have an issue with Donald Trump doing it because he did the
personal
same
life?
thing.
Sure.
No,
Probably
no,
not the greatest
he
person.
did. No, he did what Jeffrey did, and you don't have a problem with it. So either you're up here lying. Listen, Craig, either you're up here lying, or You're just
I
trying
think
not to
I think
get.
a lot of smear attacks are put against Trump. I personally do. I personally know a few people, and I personally think it is a lot of smear tactics.
Okay, so you think the whole court case with E. Jean Carroll was a smear tactic?
Correct.
What is a smear tactic?
You say you get somebody to pay somebody, or if somebody comes out just to smear the person's name. I personally don't think any of that Eugene Carroll happened.
Okay. It's not about what you think. It's about the facts, right? Despite the fact that you don't think that, you know there's a court case out there that confirms it did happen.
That what? The court
That
case
he
was
did,
civil.
that he SA'd her, and he raped her, and he defamed her.
Done by the court. That was the judge saying it. A Democratic judge saying that. Yes.
Okay,
No, the court
okay.
did not say that.
Okay, so
The court checked the box.
you know what that
no.
is? You know what that is? That's a strike against you. That's a strike against you, Craig. You're
You know how it
dancing.
works.
You're dancing, and then your dancing is going to come to a screeching halt right now. All right. So let me go ahead and minister to you, Craig. I'm going to put you on mute, ladies and gentlemen. This is a MAGA demon in the box right now, and I take him at his word. We need to check his hard drive, because anybody that greenlights Donald Trump being a predator and they say, well, it's business, that means they are telling on themselves. All right? Craig is a disgusting human being. All right? And he knows it. And he knows his wife, if she greenslights this, she's just as disgusting as him. How dare you think it's acceptable for a grown man to prey on children with Jeffrey? Craig, any last words? Do you want to clean this up before I have to send you straight to the pits of hell? Because it's not even worth arguing with you. You've confirmed to us that you're a predator. Thank
Nobody
you.
said that.
You are a predator.
No one said that.
You just confirmed, as long as it's business. Craig, I'm going to mute you. I'm going to mute you. You said as long as it's business, it's okay. Did I get that wrong, Craig? See, you didn't think I was listening. I let you dig this ditch for yourself, Craig. I let you dig it for yourself. Now I'm going to give you one more chance, Craig, to denounce Donald Trump and Jeffrey. Craig, I unmuted you. You want to take any of the stuff you said back? Whether it's business or not, it's predatory behavior. All right? We got the audio clips, Craig. We got the audio clips of Donald Trump saying this predatory stuff, all right?
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
Did you hear that?
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
Craig, did you hear this stuff right here, Craig? Craig, I hit the... Click unmute, Craig. I don't got all morning.
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
What's the favorite thing you have in common with your father?
Either real estate or golf.
Donald, with your daughter?
Well, I was going to say sex, but I can't... If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
So
definitely a wrong statement. Yeah, I'm sure it was.
No. See, you don't understand how things work in life. For him to have said that so nonchalantly.
That's a gross statement. Yes.
No. Do you think that's the first time he's ever said stuff like that?
Probably not. No.
Okay, so what that does is it speaks to a pattern of behavior. Was that comment necessary? Was that comment just business, Craig?
No, that was an unnecessary comment.
It wasn't unnecessary. It wasn't just unnecessary. It was disgusting.
And it was.
Okay.
It absolutely was.
So now you pair those remarks with him dancing with a known predator. Any last word? Any last words, Craig? Because we already know you're the predator too on TikTok.
Yeah, okay.
Do you want to walk back anything you said?
No, I would still support Donald Trump.
Okay, all right. Well, guess what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen? Sick and twisted criminal in our box on TikTok. He's Craig, as far as I'm concerned, is a predator. All right. As long as you call it business, he's okay with harming children. Ladies and gentlemen, it's with great pleasure that I send Craig, one of the most disgusting Trump supporters I've ever spoken with on TikTok. Join me in sending him straight to the pits of hell. Craig, may you rest in the hell in the lake of fire. You truly, truly deserve this. Let's give him a round of boos and shade.
Silence, you Maca Dayton.
I would say, may the good Lord have mercy on your soul, but I'm not even going to say that. That was disgusting, Craig. And I didn't even get into all of Donald Trump's other immoral conduct. That alone, Craig, told me everything I need to know about you. All right, this is some sick stuff these Trump supporters have gotten themselves into. All right, let's open up these boxes, ladies and gentlemen. I got to get it, but before I do, let's hear from some other people who've been out here. Good morning, Attacking. How are you doing, my good friend?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, my brother?
I'm all righty. They got a lot of nasty people out here this morning.
They do. Rachel Maddow last week made a comment about there's 70 people put in different positions in the election system that will have the ability to deny certification when Trump loses.
They're trying to already do it.
Oh, yeah. Donald Trump at his rally again said he called out 3 people in Georgia, praising them because they're doing a good job. They're part of the election in that. And the thing is we have people on the right-hand side that have literally said that if he loses, we're not just going to stand idly by.
Well, he's going to lose.
Well, I know, but you have people on the right-hand side saying if he loses, that we're going to fight. They're going to fight.
And guess what? The thing that's different this time is, we're actually in control of the government, right?
Right, exactly.
And guess what that means? More MAGA demons in prison.
Right. But the thing is this. A free and fair election that they keep saying that the Democrats stole in 2020. It's kind of funny how everybody who's been charged, arrested, or pled guilty, they're Republicans. Law licenses have been lost who worked for Donald Trump. And these guys are still blaming the Democrats for something that Donald Trump caused and is still lying about today. I put up a list of the people who lost their lives at the Capitol. I won't put it on your broadcast, though. I don't want you to be taken down.
Fair enough. But they've already tried to.
They still say, yeah, I saw that earlier. They still say that nobody lost their lives. But yet I have the names of 8 people who have. They don't care. They literally don't care that people lost their lives due to the fact of Donald J. Trump lying. And this Craig dude, if Donald Trump was sitting at the dinner table with Charles Manson, he wouldn't care. He wouldn't care. They say that he and Martin Luther King have so much in common. No. If you look at the history, you have Trump more in common with Charles Manson. He caused people to do things violently and unlike people. Donald Trump did the same thing. He wasn't there when it happened. Either was Charles Manson. All these things that they're saying right now about Kamala Harris, hateful things, lies about how she got her positions. You have Jewish women for Kamala Harris last night doing a Zoom. You have Republicans for Kamala Harris doing Zoom. You have Taylor Swifties doing a Zoom. You have all these people doing Zoom calls supporting Vice President Harris. He is going to go down big time. And for you guys to keep on saying the same lie that you always say, and whether it be me or Zeus, when we ask you for proof the things that you say and you never can provide it, just
Never.
shows that you're just. How come you're teacupping?
I'm here. Don't worry. You're good.
Okay. You don't care about the Constitution, the rule of law. You don't care for a free and fair election.
Nope.
You just want to put somebody in place that has assaulted women physically, degraded them verbally,
Yep.
stole from the American people. By the way, I said this in my broadcast earlier.
Tell them.
Steve Bannon stole from the donation charity for the wall. Donald Trump pardoned him. That means you guys gave up your money for what you thought was a good cause, building the wall. Donald Trump said, I don't give a shit if you guys I don't care that you guys gave me money. I'm going to pardon my friend who stole from you, my supporters. Instead of saying to Steve Bannon, hey, hold on. You stole from the people who support me. You took their money that they gave for the wall. But no, what did Donald Trump do? He said, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care that you took their money, but I'm going to pardon you. You're letting Trump pardon a guy who stole from you that you gave money to Donald Trump for a wall. And Donald Trump basically said, kiss my butt. I'm pardoning my friend, and I don't care that he took your money.
Sick.
Does that set in yet? He let his friend steal your money.
They have no explanation for this. All right. This is why we have to get out here and get the truth out here to the American people, because they got to hear the misinformation and then how we counter it. These people are they're under a spell of some sort. It's a strong delusion. You mean to tell me Steve Bannon, if I'm hearing you correctly, attacking, and I've heard of it, but let's make it simple for MAGA to understand. He came up with a grift that involved him taking money from Trump supporters. And why? And what was the bait? What was the bait in the grift?
We're gonna build the wall to make sure that the immigrants don't come across the border.
So that's something all the racist Trump supporters can get behind. So they send the money to Steve Bannon. Now they forgot to remember Donald Trump said we're going to
send the money. He sent the money to the donation for the wall. Steve Bannon just decided to bank.
Okay, but let me make sure I understand. Didn't Donald Trump say we're going to build the wall and make Mexico pay for it?
Yes, he did.
So they didn't process that when they started sending their money, that they were, in essence, the Mexicans. Wow, MAGA.
Yeah.
Wow, that's wild.
And then Donald Trump yesterday lied to his people again as he's standing in front of Bedminster, letting food rot.
Wow.
In 95-degree weather.
Can't make this stuff up.
That they can't serve. You have to throw away because it sat out there for an hour and a half with the sun beating down on bacon and all that food. You can't serve that.
Wait, he let bacon. Do you know how much bacon cost? In his
$25 a pound.
And he's letting the bacon go to waste?
Yes.
While his supporters starve?
Yes. I mean, he could have just had pictures made up. He didn't have to use real bacon and real chicken and all that stuff. He could have had pictures made up.
This is wild.
He let real food go to waste that they have to throw in the trash can because they can't serve it because it would be rotten to serve and make somebody sick. But Donald Trump doesn't care about that.
Attacking, this is wild.
Yes.
You mean to tell me, before you get up out of here, that these are thinking human beings in these situations with Donald Trump, and they can't see they're being taken advantage of at all?
Nope. They cannot. They cannot. And by the way, one more thing. Donald Trump also lied to his people when he said 100% of the jobs that have been filled are by people who've been brought over the border, taking it away from jobs from American citizens. 100%, if not more.
Wow. What? Really? He has his supporters believing that too.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Wow.
Isn't it amazing?
100%. Oh, what was that?
I'm going to drop.
All right.
Everybody be good. Everybody be safe. And Vice President Harris, she's going to mop the floor with Trump, and you guys are going to be crying big time.
I agree. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to him. Put a W attacking in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. No lies detected. I really do honestly, sincerely appreciate all of my friends that I do get to talk to every morning that take time, truly out of their busy lives to get in the box and just share the truth. All right. I try my best to show them some love and support. I hope you all do as well. These people don't have to get in the box and really share the truth. And by the way, none of us coordinate offline to get on message. It's not difficult to get on message when you know the truth. All right. And I want y'all to really understand that about what we're doing. All right. Let me bring up our next panelist. All right. Good friend, G-Man. G-Man, another truth sayer. All right. The difference between me and G-Man is I'm nicer. Right, G-Man?
Oh, yes.
Woo! You just got out of the gym, or are you on your way to the gym, bro?
I was on my way. I was making errors on your live or some of these comments that you. Long story short, you got better patience than me.
I know.
Because I see one guy use the same old talking boys. He's a better businessman and all this stuff.
Yeah. What do you think about that? They said it's okay for Donald Trump to hang out with a predator because it's business. What does that mean to you, G-Man?
I think he got some skeletons in his closet just as well.
Craig's got a lot of skeletons.
He got a lot. I'm gonna leave it like that. But wow, I saw that. Wow, but I had a little issue. I saw somebody tag me. They did a speech about Trump had a meeting. Said something about the Medal of Honor.
Oh, the Medal of Honor. Yeah.
So this is to your vets that still support that draft dodger. First of all, you're a traitor to this country because you forgot your oath. Trump thinks the U.S. Constitution doesn't comply to him. You shouldn't. I always tell people since first because I used to raise up in New York. I know about a house that's discrimination because I was living in it, not reading it and looking at it. Living it is two different things, people.
Yeah.
So, I'd always try to tell them since 2016, you always look at Trump conspiracies. From this draft forward to this day. I always know he was a con artist hustler.
Yeah, thank you for the subscription.
Yes, and I try to tell you, he don't care about nobody but himself. He always been that way. I mean, when you gotta wake up, MAGA folks, really, because he would give an F about you.
He doesn't.
I'm ready to go wrong because I'm a guest of somebody's house. But and this is remind me 2020 over. I would tell people. Remember I saw the video. I tag you about that.
Yeah. They out there, and they out there mentally. These people. These are some of the sickest people we've ever had to deal with.
This is remind me 40 years ago. They always use it for intimidation. They think somebody's either push over or easy target. I had my few experience with those y'all who's there. But that's another subject. People, watch your surroundings because general election is around the corner. They afraid. These are afraid. They're afraid to be the minorities. I'm saying like raw because I'm from New York.
Say it raw. Say it raw, brother. Give it to them.
You're afraid that you be in a minority status. Get from the freaking get-go. You're afraid to get the get-go. We're going to treat you like you betray one of us. my African brothers and sisters, with the race, with the bombing of Tulsa and so on, us Puerto Ricans, since you bombed both of us,
Yep.
citizens, and no, we all one race. It's called a human race. White supremacy made us structure to push some people down.
Thank you.
I'm saying that we're all human. We just want to have equal footing, just like you. But you think this is oppression? It's not. They're afraid of that. They're afraid of the African Americans and sisters achieve with a college degree. They went more hurdle than I do. College is not made for everybody. I tried college. Wasn't made for everybody. How to respect for somebody achieve it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need them. Sometimes you MAGA folks or somebody doesn't look like you. No more information and knowledge. Listen up and learn something.
If you can.
That's how I learned it. Maybe because I'm more open, because I was raised in New York. You had like you, anybody, nationality, race, grew up in it. When I do miss those days. We got each other back. But
Thank you.
But you guys, because I live in Georgia now, it's like almost like it has changed. It has changed since 41 years. Somebody here, but still, you still got those MAGAs over there. So
tell them. Tell them.
Go to vote.org. Check your voter register at least once a week, because they try to do this sneaky stuff here in Georgia. Try to suppress and purge your vote. Please, this is a word for advice. Don't get your guard down. Yeah, it might be winning the landslide, but I'm gonna tell you, they try to do anything necessary to maintain power control. Go to vote.org. Check your voter registration. Thank you for your time, Zeus. I know my time is up. Have a
no problem, G-Man.
It's a Factual Friday here in this live in LWI Live. Have a fantastic weekend. Stay safe, stay strong, everybody. Watch your surroundings in peace. Thank you for your time.
All right. That's G-Man, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a follow. No Lies Detective. Join me in giving him another round of a round of applause. Sorry. Give G-Man a round of applause. WG-Man in the chat. I seen a MAGA demon say something along the lines of, we're trying to scare people into voting for Kamala. To that MAGA demon, absolutely not. You don't have to scare people into doing the right thing. That comes natural when good is in you. All right? But when you're evil, when you're full of corruption and sinister things like a lot of you Trump supporters are, then yeah, it does feel a little scary, a little spooky. All right. And you need to understand, we need it to be spooky for you, because we're not giving any of you who are wicked, we're not giving you any rest, right? The wicked is looking for a place of rest, looking for a place of comfort. And guess what? We're not going to give it to you, because you are all doing a huge disservice to the American people by endorsing felonious Donald Trump. All right. Good morning, Air Force retiree. How you doing, my good friend? Air Force retired. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
I am all right. Obviously still taking out the trash to a certain degree, but that's par for the course.
That first young man that you had spoke to, that you told me that he wasn't gonna be going on a date. I don't remember his name. I think his name was Tyler High or something like that.
Ty. Yeah. That was earlier. Yes. What about him?
I looked at his profile, man, and no, he's not gonna be going on no date with anybody soon. If he does, he's gonna be with a female plastic doll.
Oh. Well, see, so what that tells me is, it's one thing when you're ugly on the outside, all right, but when you're also ugly on the inside, that says a lot more.
Yes, sir.
Right? Because you can deal with being an ugly person on the inside. You got to do the work on yourself. And what a lot of these Trump supporters are proving to us is they have failed themselves in all areas of life. And now they've fallen for the oldest trick in the book. If you want to be better, put all your faith in me.
Yeah.
That's what Trump is selling them, right?
Yes, sir. Hey, let me make a statement to you.
Sad.
I'm leading to this, but I'm gonna tell you where I'm from. I'm originally from Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
And why I say that is you're gonna understand at the end of this statement. I was looking at a clip that was done on CNN, and they had this black lady that was on there. She owns a store in Virginia, and it's a Trump supporting store. I mean, she got it a billion up and down the walls and everything. And she's in her mid-70s to late 70s, so she grew up in the 60s. I know she grew up during the hard times.
Yeah.
And she's black.
Mm-mm-mm.
And she made a comment about VP Harris and her mother and father about her mother was from India and her father was from Jamaica, separating the
Oh,
fact that he was from Jamaica. Now, if he had walked down the streets of Mississippi when I was coming up as a kid, what would he have been called?
you know it. She knows what he would have been called.
You understood what I said when I said that?
Yeah, but you know what she's doing, right? She's trying to keep her customers happy. That's all that was. But that's what I mean. A lot of these people are totally conflicted. When she lays her head down at night, I can tell you the devil's doing a number on her. He's doing a number on her because she knows she's doing all that for a little bit of dollars, for a couple of dollars. Sad.
Yes, it is. Now, we just finished the Olympics, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
A lot of mega supporters could have been on the track team because they like to run from the truth, baby.
That's actually funny. They would have got the gold too, huh?
They are fast.
Yeah. You see how we ask them questions and then it turns into another question, and they don't want to deal with reality, none whatsoever.
But what gets me is when they want to separate his character from him being the president. I don't understand that because your character go define how you lead people.
That part. How can a person who on paper isn't qualified for any position, there's no company on this planet that would hire him looking at his resume and his criminal record. They wouldn't do it. There's no position in the United States government, including the military, that would take this man in. And yet, his supporters are willing to allow him to be president of the United States. That's crazy, isn't it?
Let me say this one last thing to you.
Go ahead.
From the words of a famous man, life is like a box of chocolates, but you don't know what mega you're going to get.
All right, Air Force retired. You too. Again, none of these panelists, none of us coordinate this stuff. These are real Americans. Thank you, Rick, getting in the box and speaking up and out against these Trump supporters. Do you Trump supporters understand there's no safe haven for you on this app? Wherever you're at, we're going to get you. We're going to get the truth to you. That way, when you take your last breath on this planet, there's no excuse for why you ended up in the lake of fire. None whatsoever. All right, let's go to my next panelist. Good morning, Nutty. I haven't seen you in a while, my good friend. What's going on? Are you there, Nutty? Going once. Oh.
What's going on, brother?
What's going on? You got a lot going on over there, huh?
Yeah, well. So I'm cruising in Mexico right now, so I'm on a cruise ship.
Oh, shout out to Nutty in Mexico!
What's really cool about this? I don't have to see a bunch of MAGA demons, so I'm sure there's some MAGA demons on the cruise ship with me. But if there are, they're not showing their face, which is a great thing.
Oh my God! Well, I'm glad you're getting a break. And really, taking care of yourself and enjoy. Oh my goodness! Nutty on the crew. Wow. Man, look at that, man. I need to go do what you do. Man, how do you do it? That looks nice. I'm not gonna lie. That looks real nice. Look at that. The sky is nice and clear. Oh my goodness. Look at all that. Look at that. All that open space.
Absolutely.
You about to go on upstairs, man. Oh my God. Wow. That's pretty nice.
And so when I leave here, I'm heading to Chicago.
How long is the cruise?
I'll be getting off the ship on Monday, so I'll be flying to Chicago. So I'll be missing a day of the DNC.
Okay. Wow.
As soon as I get off the ship, I'm gonna head to Chicago.
Woo, be careful right now. Be careful, bro. No, you know what's in that. Don't be careful over there. Oh my God, that's nice right there. I ain't gonna lie.
So I had to take a break before I hop back into the political scene.
Okay.
But I don't know about you, but water just seems to relax me.
Oh man, that's a different kind of relaxing right there. Be careful, Nutty. You know there's sharks and stuff out there. That water must be, man. Be careful. Get a little too close to the edge, Nutty.
It's all good because if a mega demon come and approach me, I'm just gonna throw him overboard. Listen,
talk to him.
The sharks, they need to get food too, so that's the bait for the sharks. But it's been nice.
Yeah.
Not having to deal with a bunch of mega demons.
Ange, cut it out, Ange. Yeah, we don't get next to that water like that. Oh man, you over there? Oh, hey, listen, man, you ain't trying to steal. Don't try to steal. Oh my God, he out here popping his collar. You trying to steal something? So, ladies, calm down, ladies. He over here trying to do something. He trying to do something, ladies. Don't fall for it. I know this.
Listen, man. I hope you have a great weekend.
You too, brother.
Have a great weekend. I hope all of my mutuals out there. I hope y'all having a good week. Have a better weekend. And
hey man, what you trying to do? What you selling over there? What you selling over there, brother? I mean, you didn't have to turn around and do us like that. What you selling?
I'm only selling good vibes. Only selling good vibes.
Oh Lord.
You were right. Kamala's gonna sweep the floor. She's gonna sweep the floor with Trump.
Your shirt. You might want to button that shirt up, brother. You're over here advertising. I don't want the spirit of lust to get out here, brother. All right, you go ahead.
Yeah. I'm fine, but I don't think I'm that fine. I'm not fine, but I don't think I'm that fine. So I'm sure the ladies are controlling themselves right now. I'm sure they are.
Ladies, he said, he said, you don't need to look at him. Just look at Zeus, and that'll be fine. All right, take your eyes off of Nutty. Okay, Miss Silk, calm down.
Have a great day, brother.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to my brother Nutty Professor. All right, Nutty. I mean, and so what you're seeing is people say I was hurting under. I did a lot better under Donald Trump. I'm hurting under Biden, but you see Democrats out there on these cruises, having a good time, no cares in the world. I don't know where Donald Trump is getting this narrative that people are out here and they can't enjoy themselves. We had record number of people traveling during the 4th of July, more people that traveled than any other time in American history. And then you guys get out here and try to say, "Oh, life is just so hard for us." No, it's not. Stop lying, MAGA. Let's go. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
First of all, let me tell you.
Let's go. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
First of all, let me tell Nutty to keep that camera off, Nutty, because you're not looking like nothing. Wasn't nobody out of control but you, because we just like Janet Jackson. We in control. We ain't get out of control for Nutty. Now,
let go. Tell him, Takesha. Tell him. Nutty, knock it off. Over here trying to get saucy.
Listen, Zeus. I am so tired of the doom and gloom candidate known as Donald Trump. There is nothing uplifting about anything that he says.
Thank you.
You make it seem like the United States is the worst country to be in because you're not heading it. Who wants somebody in office like that? He is ridiculous. What he said about a medal of freedom is better than a medal of honor because they're hurt or deceased. What about why are the soldiers that serve with their hearts not upset about the things that he say about servicemen?
Exactly, Joe.
You cannot be this in love with this man with all this disrespect.
You hear that, Joe? Wake up and get out of that fog, that culture in.
Those false rallies he's having that he calling press conferences because he owes so many states he can't go to them and rally. You know, I'm sick of it. He getting up there, he telling more lies than Pinocchio. My thing is this, Zeus. You
Talk
know,
to
the
him.
Bible says a liar would not tarry in the kingdom.
Ooh,
You know what the
amen.
word says?
They sure do.
And for the simple fact that he says he's never asked for forgiveness, we already know that his toe is already dipping in the lake of fire.
Amen.
And they gonna put their application in and go right behind him.
Amen. They belong there.
He makes me sick.
Thank
I hate
you.
to see him talk. I hate to see him stand. I just hate to see him. I
Yeah.
don't hate him, but the way that he manipulates the least of them is really disheartening.
You know what, Takesha, you're right. Why is it Attacking got up here and he gave us this story and about Steve Bannon taking money from Trump supporters to build the wall.
And he pardoned him, and they still support him.
Wow. Ain't that crazy? He's
What's
treating
wrong with these people?
They don't have any self-esteem. That's what
They
I
have
think.
a reprobated mind when it comes to Donald Trump.
Yep.
Reprobated. They don't care, Zeus. They have let this man giving them a delusion of a stronghold, and they don't even know how to pray their way out of it.
Yep.
They too far in it, Zeus. We need to start praying that the Lord tear down these strongholds.
I'm
and
trying.
over these people's minds.
I'm trying. Go ahead. We really do. We might have to bust out in a prayer one of these days because these Trump supporters really are lost.
I need to come on and do a prayer.
We might have to. Hallelujah.
It's getting worse by the day.
It sure is.
I mean, that man lied so much yesterday. I was just like, really, Donald Trump?
Think about it. Think about it. He's lying because he can't be more of a victim than a woman.
And you know how you could tell a narcissist?
Talk to him.
Everything about them was greater than anybody that's ever done what he's done. And that's his main go-to. Better than anybody. More than anybody. Greater than anybody. Nobody's ever done this better than me. Me. He's a narcissist. And they keep stroking his ego and rubbing his butt. And the more they stroke and rub him, Zeus, the worse he get.
Ain't that something?
It's horrible.
These people, I mean, they literally are, prime candidates for hell.
Hold on 1 second.
You got something to say? Go ahead,
One second.
Go ahead.
Craig Buck Daddy.
Uh-oh. He done messed up now.
A woman is something you'll never touch.
Ooh!
A woman is something you'll never see naked. A woman is something that will never look your way. That's what a woman is. And if you got to ask what a woman is, we know you never had one. Now back to our conversation, Zeus.
Craig, there's a leash around your neck. You might want to stop before it gets too far.
Back to us, Zeus, because I'm so sick of that ridiculous question. They got to come up with something new. This old stuff they keep throwing at us, it's not working. Be original. If you want to say something, be original.
Yeah.
Stop being a parakeet. Come up with something different.
Amen.
You're boring us. You're boring us.
Tell them, Takesha.
We're bored with you people.
Yeah.
Come up with something new. We're tired of the hop too. We're tired of the slept your way to the top. We're tired of what your race is not. We're tired of what a woman is. Come up with something original and new. And maybe we'll stop laughing at y'all.
Thank you. You got it out there, Takesha, because these folks, they keep recycling the same content and they don't get it. It's not working. That's why Trump is losing.
I feel like I'm in a plastic factory, Zeus. It's so much recycling going on.
Oh my goodness.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Now Monday, y'all better have something new. Because this ain't getting it now.
They can't though, because Trump is only able to talk about how he's a victim. He can't talk about nothing new.
I've never seen people call an alpha man that whines more than an engine an alpha man.
Bingo.
What's alpha about him? And then when the other man said, well, he's strong, none of the leaders laughed at him on the world stage. They stood on stage and laughed at him. Cut it out. They
Yep.
made blimps flying in the air.
Tell him, Takesha.
Trump with a diaper on. Where is the respect? He told me, did you hear him yesterday when he said, Putin said, wait. And I said, wait. You know, and I'm like, what are you talking about? You know good and well Vladimir Putin is not scared of you.
Nope. He's an easy mark. He's an easy mark to
And
Putin.
when they tell Putin what he said, we'll see. Who's scared? Just crazy, Zeus.
Tell him, Takesha. Tell him.
He said no way, and I said wait. What kind of foolishness is that for a grown? You a grown man, and that's what you. He said no way, and I said wait. The really Zeus? Come on now.
Yeah. Anybody that believes Donald Trump at this point, something's wrong with you. Case
I'm
closed.
embarrassed. I'm embarrassed as I can be.
Yeah.
But the Bible talks about these last days, and Donald Trump is a part of the last days.
Yeah.
Going through so. But I'm gonna let you go, Zeus.
All righty then. All right. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Takesha. No
See you later.
lies detected. All right. Somebody says, let me. David Howard, what is it you want to talk to Zeus about? You're a Trump supporter, David?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you want to talk about? What are you getting so worked up about?
I just love all the energy. Just wanted to say I love what you're doing, man.
Oh, okay.
Continue.
Well,
You should see what it's like in the Midwest, man. It's actually crazy.
why?
It is very, very sad to say the least.
Oh, you mean all of the Trump paraphernalia that's
Oh
sprinkled
my
out?
goodness.
What are they doing? I mean, when you see these people, do you think there's hope for them at all, or what are your thoughts?
Well, I did see a lot of interviews, and I just see like the just misinformation they believe. It's like they can literally see anything Trump says, and they just believe it. And I have seen some Trump supporters actually listen, and I think those people could change their minds. But those are very few subsection of that party.
Yeah. That's very, very unfortunate. You know, we're having a situation going on right now where they're okay with supporting characters like Jeffrey Epstein, a predator.
Absolutely.
What do you think about that? How does a person set aside their morals and say, I'm gonna set them aside for this one particular person? All right. What do you think about that?
I think it's disgusting. I think they just like the time that they lived during his presidential time, and I think they confuse that for what it actually was. I think they just don't know what actually he did.
Yeah. What do you when you say they liked the time? Would you say do you think they were really having a good time while Trump was in office? And if so, what was so good? I'm confused.
I think they. To be honest, I really don't know. I really don't know what they pick apart from that time that they actually enjoy. Me personally, I don't think that. Well, back then I wasn't really into politics, but I could recognize why a lot of people would not like Trump at all.
Yeah. Well, why wouldn't they like Trump in your estimation?
I think they just like how his filter is, because it is something I haven't quite seen a lot of. He's not going by the books. He really is just speaking whatever he wants to say, and I think that's what they're grabbing upon. And I don't think I think they remember that side of Trump, and they don't realize that he's spiraling down.
Yeah, because he's having a problem dealing with the reality that for the first time in his life, he's getting surrounded by a lot of people of color with a lot of power. Right? We got
absolutely.
We got Alvin Bragg up there in New York. We got Letitia James. All right, we got Fonnie Willis. Right.
Yeah.
We got Judge Tanya Chutkin. All right. I mean, and obviously we have our Madam Vice President Kamala Harris.
This
is sending chills down his spine, isn't it?
Oh, I think he's. I don't think we've seen anything quite. I don't think we've seen anything yet. I think he still has crazy plans, and I can't wait to see him.
You think he's going to do something even more desperate as we get closer to the election? Because a lot of people think that the that happened in Butler was staged.
Really?
Yeah, they're saying he did that to get sympathy and to try to get it.
That is. I could absolutely see that.
Yeah, because nothing makes sense, right? You're thinking like, oh, they first tried to say it was the Democrats that did it, but then we find out it wasn't the Democrats. It was a Republican that did it. His father was ultimate MAGA. So and then magically the ear grew back.
Yeah. Why is no one talking about that? That is the weirdest thing to me. It looks completely fine.
He had a big old bandage on his ear, right? Then, a couple of days later, it went from it was blown off to bing, it's all back, healed perfectly, like he was a mutant in X-Men or something, and he had one of those special powers, right?
Yeah, and look at the RNC right afterwards. Like, what is that whole thing about? Like, it was a show. It wasn't even like a Republican convention. It was a MAGA convention. It wasn't even Republican.
Yeah. Real Republicans aren't voting for Donald Trump, is what we're finding out. You heard about Republicans?
Absolutely.
You heard about the Republicans for Harris?
Oh, absolutely. And that's the thing. If people realize the MAGA group cannot do a Democrats for Trump, because there is not a single Democrat that is voting for Trump.
That's right. And I hear, don't hold me to it though, I hear there's something in the works called Trump supporters for Harris. I've heard about this. These are people who, for whatever reason, Trump's stance on 2A, his stance on other issues, single subject issues, they're going, oh, he had us, but now he's turned his back on us, and we just can't do this. And now they're saying, you know what? In an act of protest, we're going to support Kamala Harris. It's coming.
Oh yeah, I've seen so many TikToks so far, just on my For You page, of just people saying they're a 2 times Trump supporter. They voted for him twice, and now they just seen the misguidedness of just his plans did not work. He did not do anything he pledged to do.
He didn't.
And I think it's crazy to see that. I work with someone at my job. There's no shift taking, so it's just 7 hours of me and him, and he's as MAGA as it gets.
Wow.
I tell him the amazing things the Harris and Walz administration has done, and just all of that, especially still going on, the Biden and Harris administration.
Oh, good. So you're telling people you work with all the good things Joe Biden and Kamala have been doing, and it's that he gets upset possibly, right? He says, "Oh no,
my goodness." I hear a 10-minute tangent each time I even bring up the name.
Wow.
He's like, "Oh, taxes are higher thanks to the Harris administration for that one." And it's like, well, inflation is the lowest it's been since 2021.
That's smart. Listen, David, how old are you?
I am 20 years old.
You have a good head on your shoulder. All right, you do. Your future is bright. All right, and you know what? I'm going to give you a follow, my brother. All right, I'm going to give you a follow. I would like for you to continue to come back and report out on what you're doing out there to help get the message to the younger generation. All right, because you're really doing something very, very powerful. Don't let these people discourage you. I know you're in a difficult part of the country. Don't let them discourage you. Don't let them pivot. Just keep giving them the truth. All right. And
you guys are giving me hope, man. You guys are beautiful out here. I love seeing what you guys are doing.
All right. Well, I appreciate you, ladies and gentlemen. Show David some love. All right. Put the W's in the chat. All right. And in the meantime and in between time, my good friend David, I got to get up out of here. All right. But take care, and I hope to see you back. All right.
All right. I'm planning on going to Butler when he goes back. Trump. I want to see. I want to see what all these MAGA people are saying. I want to ask them some questions.
Well, be careful if you go there, all right? Because he's more desperate. He's more desperate. He's
Yes.
going to have to try something else to get the country to feel sorry for him because it's not going to work, right? He's a powerful man going up against a woman. No one believes he's the victim. Not with that power dynamic going on. He's a I would say a white male, but he's an orange male, all right? Representing the whites, all right? And he's got money, he's got wealth, and what that does is he knows that no matter what thing he tries to bring up about a woman of color, no one will ever think Kamala is more powerful than him in that sense.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So he's trying his best to be a victim. So be careful when you go to Butler because he might try it again.
Oh yeah, I think he's gonna try to use the excuse of look how brave I am. I'm going back to the place where I almost got shot at. But in reality,
Bingo,
it's gonna be the
bingo.
safest. It's gonna be the safest place on the planet now. The
Bingo.
security is gonna be so big. It's gonna be way more safe than any of the other rallies he's been to.
Yeah. Wow. But it's going to make people feel sorry for him. You're right.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
right. You're right, David. Well, listen, I got to get up out of here. All right, my good friend. All right.
All right. Love
Ladies and
talking to
gentlemen.
you, man.
All right, you too, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give my good friend David a round of applause. No lies detected. All right, 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 all right. Uh-oh. Look who moseyed on back in here. Mr. Demon, what brought you back? You hung out with Snuggles yesterday?
I wanted to talk about Putin.
What do you want to talk about him for?
Oh, when did Putin invade Crimea? That was 2014. Under what president was that?
Let me.
That was
think about
Obama, was it not?
Well, okay, keep going.
Okay, and when did he invade Ukraine? It was after Trump, wasn't it? It was, yeah. Okay, so you know what? How about this? Okay,
I think
you want to claim that Putin is gonna control Trump. Okay, I think Trump has proven that he controls Putin. Okay?
I got two things to say.
Fucking invaded.
Hey, oh goodness! So I got two things to say. Number one, you know I don't like profanity in the chat. All right, I got people who watch this broadcast and they rely on Zeus to get.
Okay, yeah, I see you muted me because you wanted to censor the information, just like a fascist and a communist would.
Now, let me ask you a quick question. Did Donald Trump?
Did you mute me before I said that he invaded Ukraine under Biden?
No. I want to get you back on mute, though. You're cursing. That's why I muted you. I just got to ask you a follow-up question. Did Donald Trump get impeached for withholding aid to Ukraine?
How many times was he impeached?
Did you answer my question?
How many times was he impeached? You're asking about him being impeached. How many times was he impeached? How many times was he indicted? How many charges was he indicted with?
Okay. I mean,
how
if you
many
want
assassination attempts on his life were there? Okay?
You're spiraling, bro. I asked just one question.
Okay, well, why don't you answer my questions? Are you afraid to answer them? Are you afraid to put out that information to 20-year-olds like your last guest?
Put it out there. Put it out there. Whatever you think I'm afraid.
It's all obvious. It's all very clear. Everybody really knows the answer. Okay.
What's obvious? Listen here.
You're making the point. That
listen. What's obvious?
Yeah. And
what's obvious is you're triggered.
How do you determine who's a white person?
Okay, so see, ladies and gentlemen, this guy right here.
You want to claim that we're racist, but how do you?
Well, if you could listen, I can get you. So I want to go back to the Putin thing, and I'll just touch on this, ladies and gentlemen. We got a MAGA demon in the box who's clearly triggered. Donald Trump withheld aid from Ukraine. That's not standing up to Putin in my book. That's bending over for Putin, number one. But also, yes, he did. That's why he got impeached, because he wanted. He did. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. I let you speak. No. He got impeached for that. Number one. You know what? Okay. Conservative retiree gentleman. He's a liar. Number two, it's actually President Biden and the Vice President Harris who did an excellent job strengthening our relationship with our allies, at helping other countries become more a part of NATO, and helping get Ukraine not just the aid they wanted, but the aid they need to continue to stand up to Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin is terrified of Joe Biden right now. As you can tell, Ukraine has now invaded Russia. And that has happened under who? Joe Biden. Ukraine didn't invade Russia under Donald Trump. So your little argument, oh, well, they did this under Obama, falls to pieces when you look at what's currently going on right now. Mr. So-called retiree conservative, you're possessed with the MAGA demon and you're triggered. And you ask me, why do I say you're racist? Because you're supporting a racist. And listen to how you talk about our vice president, Kamala Harris, a woman. You don't put any respect on her name. So you're a misogynist too. And let's not forget, what's worse than being a racist, in my opinion, others say there's others, all right, is when you're a traitor. What you Trump supporters did on January 6th is unforgivable. It's the unpardonable sin in this kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, the lake of fire has just been turned up, temperature extremely hot. And we're going to throw that conservative retiree that just got out of my box and started lying and spreading misinformation on behalf of Vladimir Putin and the Kremlin and Donald Trump. We're going to throw him into this lake of fire. Join me in giving him a huge, and I do mean huge, round of boos and shame.
Silence, you MAGA demon!
This is for you, conservative. This is for you. You got you in your feelings today. It's Friday. This is for you, conservative. Yeah. Your life is terrible right now, right? Your life is terrible, conservative. No one cares about you. Yeah, we put him in a straitjacket because he's a liar. Yeah. My favorite part, conservative. You can go ahead. You can cry. You can cry. It's okay. Let it out. Trump is going to lose. Kamala Harris will be your president. Joe Biden will go down as one of the best presidents in American history. Donald Trump will be sentenced. Not just one time, but 4 times. It's the end, MAGA. Oh my gosh, wow, what a show. It's a Friday, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't think it would turn into anything like this, but it is what it is. All right, let's bring up our next panel. Oh my gosh, good morning, Shay. How are you doing, Shay? What a show.
Hey, Zeus, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm really good. Oh my gosh. They're just getting crazier by the minute, man.
Well, they're desperate. I mean, did you see Trump's press conference yesterday?
Oh my gosh, yes. Was that all the potato chip conference, that one? The one we want to talk about, all the potato chips?
Yeah.
I mean, this guy, how do they take him seriously? He's a clown. Oh, I'm going to talk about inflation.
Wait a second. Who's this Roger character? Roger, you know who Roger Dodger is, Roger?
I don't know who Roger Dodger is.
Roger, I sent you an invite, Roger. You're getting an opportunity of a lifetime to talk to Shay and myself.
Ooh, lucky man.
Roger.
Hey, how you doing, man? Good morning.
You're a Trump supporter?
I am.
Okay, well, what's your issue then? You're spiraling in the chat.
Yeah. I am. I'm just coming through, looking at all the channels. You know, definitely, the country's divided into 2 sides. You know, the left extreme and the right extreme. There is no middle ground. But for me personally, as a former Democrat, as a former, as an immigrant to this country, I just want to let you know that I do feel like Kamala lacks authenticity and I don't think she is the right leadership.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. All right, Shay, you want to take that, Shay? I got ahead and put Roger Dodger.
I just find it interesting. Actually, you don't really know about our political systems here because actually most Americans are in the middle here. The extremes on both sides is very little percentage. So actually most Americans are in the middle. That's how Joe Biden beat Trump. So because most people are looking for moderate ideas and exchanges because most people actually want to get things done, right? Yeah. So I would encourage you to learn a little bit more. And I don't understand why you're supporting Trump if you're an immigrant. It makes no sense.
Are you asking me or are you stating something?
I'm at, yeah. How in the world are you supporting a man that would absolutely do everything he could to round you up and send you back?
Give me 30.
Roger. Do you understand the question?
Do you have a green card?
Yes, I am going to answer it right now.
Are you still working on that?
Yes, I am a legal American citizen.
You have a green card or no?
Citizenship.
Okay. You have anybody that needs a green card or in your circle?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Many.
Do you love them?
Okay, so
do you love those people?
Roger
Dodger, stop dodging. Do you love those people in your life that need a green card? Yes or no?
Correct.
Okay.
So let me answer. Give me 30 seconds to answer you. Okay. Now, look. There's the DREAM Act, okay? The DREAM Act does not allow immigrants to become citizens, okay? They keep you there as an illegal immigrant with some type of status. So that's the key of the Democratic Party, always to keep illegal and keep them. That is true, because Obama ran on the second campaign that he was going to legalize the
You're
DREAM
lying,
Act.
Roger. All right. You want to address that, Shay? I had to mute him. Because
that is not true, sir. I don't know if you haven't read it or you're allowing people to tell you that BS, but no, the DREAM Act or the DACA, no, it is absolutely a pathway to citizenship.
It is not a pathway. You have to Google it.
Roger Dodger. Roger, you're not listening.
If you were brought over by your parents, right? You have a pathway to citizenship under the DREAM Act. That is a fact, sir.
Roger Dodger. So now that we've debunked that lie, Roger Dodger, are you spreading this kind of misinformation to your loved ones that need help? Because this is what makes you dangerous. You've been radicalized somewhere along the lines. What part of the country did he say he's in, Shay?
I don't think he said.
Oh, Roger Dodger. Could you click unmute, Roger Dodger? Because we don't want you to get ahead of yourself and get taken down for Okay. Oh, wow.
Okay, you're in Los Angeles. Okay.
Yes, I'm in California, and I'm also a former Democrat.
No. You never were a Democrat. You're confused. There's no way.
I used to work for the state assembly. I used to work for Sacramento. Are you kidding me?
No.
That's why I ran away from
Roger, you ran away because you ran away because somewhere along the way you've been radicalized by right-wing media and Donald Trump. And that's just what we know.
I used to work for an African American assemblyman, and he was racist as fuck. Okay.
There you go again, cursing on my show.
Black people can't be racist, Roger. Lord have mercy.
Roger Dodger. I get why you named yourself Roger Dodger, because you don't Roger that and you're dodging it all.
I know, Sharon. Ugh. Well said.
Roger Dodger. Let me say something to you. You are literally voting in your worst interest.
Yes.
You will sit here and let Donald Trump advocate for a mass deportation of your loved ones. Didn't he say that? He said he loves them.
He did.
He will go and vote for the man that wants to deport and subject his relatives to some of the harshest penalties this country could offer a person.
Right. And when he talked about the DREAM Act, does he realize that there's Republicans that will not allow that to pass? It's actually not in law. We've been trying to get DACA passed.
Roger, you know what I don't get, Roger? I don't get
in the laws. So
I don't get, Roger, how you, out of all the things you could have talked about in terms of supporting Donald Trump, chose this topic, knowing how close it is to hitting home with you.
We can talk about anything, brother. We could talk about international
No,
policy. We could talk about
no,
domestic policy. We could talk about leadership. We
no,
could
no,
talk
no,
about
no,
track
no.
record. I'm letting you know, as an immigrant, respect my views. I'm letting you know. It's like me trying to speak on black people. I can't do that because I'm not black. So I'm, as an immigrant, I'm letting you know this is our point of view. And I'm not the only one. There's thousands of us. There's thousands of us. Okay, so stop speaking on our behalf. We don't need you to speak on our behalf. We don't need you to speak on our behalf. You need to stop that. Let me tell you something. When there's a march, when there's a rally, are you out there supporting immigrants? No, you're not. So stop speaking on our behalf. You hear me?
I can tell you,
That's
we're
what your
not
problem
demonizing
is.
you on a daily
No, that's what it
basis like
is.
the
That's what it is. Stop
rightist,
speaking.
Roger.
Okay.
Roger,
Triggered.
we're not demonizing you guys every single day,
I'm
calling
gonna
you
speak.
rapists
Yeah,
and
yeah.
murderers and insane asylum and criminals, and we're not demonizing immigrants every day like the right is. So miss me with that BS.
Yeah. Yes, Roger. You said I'm. I can't speak on it. All right.
No,
But Trump can.
Listen to what.
Hey, wait.
Insane asylum, Roger
You want me?
Dodger?
You want me to read the
That's what
snake?
Trump thinks you
Want me
can.
to read? Want me to read the snake poem to you, Roger Dodger?
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Read it. Go ahead.
Okay. You want me to? You want me to talk to you?
Go ahead.
You want to talk about?
Insane asylums.
Huh?
You know, they go crazy when I say the late great Hannibal Lecter. Okay, they say, why would he mention Hannibal Lecter? He must be cognitively in trouble. No, these are real stories.
you, Roger.
Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lamb is a lovely man. He wants to have you for dinner. He'd like to have you for dinner.
You see what he's doing? He's saying asylum seekers are coming in this country, Roger, to harm Americans.
And taint the blood of Americans.
But you want to get on TikTok and say, Zeus, you can't defend those people because you're not one of those people. Is that what your position is?
Yeah,
You want me to sit back here and let you cause irreversible harm to this country because you know what they say, if you do it to one, you do it to everybody else. You think I'm going to sit back here and let Donald Trump disparage people knowing what happened in this country when this country was first founded with slavery? Roger, you are a disgrace to your race. And I just thought of that, and that goes together.
He's right.
You're a disgrace to your race, Roger.
You're
a disgrace to this country.
Why are you muting me?
Because nobody needs to hear a single thing you have to say. What you have to say is not important.
Well, let me ask you a
When the
question.
opposition.
Shay, you want to say something?
So, Roger, listen, we'll let you talk, but listen, here's the deal.
Go ahead.
I want to know how you feel when Trump says that immigrants from the southern border are poisoning the blood of our country. Have you
Now,
poisoned
can you
the
give me
blood of our
30
country
seconds?
by you being here?
Yes, can you give me 30 seconds? Can you give me 30 seconds to
Go
answer
ahead,
that?
Roger.
Yes, okay. Yes, you know what? When immigrants come here, they come to work, they come to do a whole lot, okay? They also come to take non-skilled jobs, okay, from people.
Roger!
Non-skilled, they're going to take it.
Roger, I'm going to mute him because you asked him a question, Shay. I don't want him to give us a history lesson. Roger, try again.
I'm giving you an answer.
How do you feel about when Trump says it?
Have you poisoned the blood of our country by you being here?
He doesn't speak for all immigrants. He's speaking about the criminals. The criminals. There's a lot of
that's
criminals.
not what he said.
No,
He said those across the southern border are poisoning the blood of our country, is what he said.
Roger,
What
I
he
get.
says is that you are lessening the Caucasianness of this country because you come over here and you breed with Caucasianness.
And Roger, let me help.
America less white.
Let me help you, Roger.
And look, domestically, we can go ahead and
Roger. Let me give you a good. This is how you answer the question.
We can debate.
Roger, your answer should begin. Roger, your answer should begin with "I feel this," and you need to tie it to an emotion. Please answer the question. Jeez. Unmute yourself, Roger.
I love you, Roger, because we
I
hate
feel what
about you. We do. We hate how
you feel. What when Trump says those things? How does it make you feel? Tie it to an emotion.
It doesn't make me feel like anything. I look at politics, and it looks like we need some fucking leadership out there, okay? And Kamala ain't gonna do nothing for us. Not for
we got leadership.
Okay, so you can't just say I don't feel anything.
Heterosexual men are in trouble.
Oh my God.
See?
Oh my, there it is. Ding, 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 ding. That is MAGA. That's MAGA.
This is why
only real men are heterosexual men, right, Roger?
This is what he's really angry about.
Wow.
This is it. It comes out in the wash.
It's not anger. It's the way
Roger,
That is why you support Trump. You're homophobic, correct? You're against the LGBTQIA community?
The business agenda, yes. Absolutely. It's an agenda.
They don't have a business agenda. They just want rights. They just want to be accepted. They don't want to be beat up on the streets.
He would rather
deny jobs because of their lifestyle.
He would rather throw his own people into some of the worst conditions because of his hatred towards the LGBTQ plus community.
You just said it. Why is a heterosexual male any better than a homosexual male?
Just because I don't support it, that doesn't mean I hate them. You got to understand. I don't hate them. It's not what I do. So I'm not going to speak up.
You do,
your business
Roger.
Do in the bedroom.
Look, can I tell you something? No,
Roger.
You're right. You're 100% right. It is not my business what they do in the bedroom.
Exactly.
So they shouldn't make it a social issue. It
What?
is also not. Listen, it is also not their business what I do. But it's not their business what I do.
It's a human rights issue.
Tell him, Shay. Roger, just stay on mute. I'll tell you when to unmute.
Women got the chance to vote 100 years ago. Was that a social issue or was that a human rights issue? When black people finally got the real right to vote 100 years after they were granted it under the Constitution, was that a social issue or a human rights issue? I could go on and on, Roger. These are human rights issues. Everybody should be treated equally in the law. Period. End of story. That's all they're asking. Is that they're not denied the chance to live their lives freely based on their lifestyle choices.
And that's good. They have a right to do that. Just don't put that in my face.
Nobody's putting it in your face, man. You don't have to attend a pride parade, dude. Stay home. Nobody's putting it in your face, man.
Is it too much to ask you to respect people? Roger? You want people to respect you? You want people to respect you, right?
So.
Wait.
Flip coin. So what? Flip the coin then. So
do you believe? Let me ask you a simple question. Do you believe in human rights?
Absolutely.
And so, no matter what a person, how their lifestyle is, they should be afforded human rights, right? They should be able to go and do things without being bothered.
And who's taking their rights away? Tell me that.
Folks like you.
Tell me.
Folks like you.
They're going to go after the marriage equality. Roger, they're going to go after the Marriage Equality Act. They've already talked about that. They took away Roe v. Wade.
Roger, we're answering your question. That means you got to listen.
The Marriage Equality Act. They're going to ban that. The far right has got you so full that they're going after everyone's rights to choose to live outside of the Christian nationalist agenda.
We're gonna cook this one right here, Shay.
The Bible does not determine who I am.
We're gonna cook this one.
But I don't believe that the Bible should determine anybody's life. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's over 2,000-year-old book.
I'll unmute you, Roger. You don't gotta keep trying. Don't worry. We're cooking you right now. Just sit there and let the pot and the water do the work. All right, Roger. You're done.
Freedom of religion, man. Freedom of religion, 100%. And the far right is pushing their religion down everybody's throat. Their moral standards, their tradition of family values, all of that. They're pushing it down everybody's throat. That is not what this country was made for. Our founding fathers made it very clear. They fled from religious persecution on the Mayflower, period. They knew how important it was to have freedom of religion and freedom of choice in this country. So you are supporting a party that is literally trying to take away that right and shove Christian nationalism down our throats every single day. So nobody's putting homosexuality in your face. It is absolutely the most ridiculous thing. Is it okay to see two men kissing in a TV show? Because you know what? Two men kissing exists in our society. Yes, it is. Representation matters, man. It fucking matters.
You ain't got Shay cursing. Now, Roger.
My bad.
Roger. Do you understand what you just been said? What's been said to you? Do you understand it, Roger? I don't need you to just react. You got one mouth and two ears for a reason. It's so you can listen. All right? Now I'm going to hit unmute again, Roger. You understand this is a human rights issue.
Absolutely, and I respect.
Nobody should be targeted because of their sexual orientation. Nobody should be targeted because of their gender, who they choose to marry.
I don't know who's being targeted.
End of discussion.
Should they have the right to marry, though? Come on.
There's a different civil union. I mean, marriages belong to men and women
if
for a
the
long
church
time.
wants to marry them, Roger, it's up to the church, right?
That's up to them. That's up to them.
Exactly. So then they should be legally
what's
able
wrong
to
with
get
me having a
married.
different opinion, though? What's wrong with me having a
You
different
can
opinion?
have a difference of opinion, Roger. You're
Okay.
absolutely welcome to, my friend. But what I have an issue with is like, why does it matter whether it's a civil union? Because there's heterosexual couples and civil unions all over the place, right? That
Correct.
just basically live together, right? And they never actually walk down the aisle, right?
Correct.
And so if that couple wants to actually get married, they should be able to, because under marriage, right, it is a legal binding contract. So if that partner gets sick, they have legal rights to their partner's choices on how they want to be buried, all of these things, right? And so that's why it became more of a push outside of civil unions, is because there were literally couples that were denied access to their dying loved ones by family members because it didn't support their lifestyle.
Shia, but can I tell you how it feels from a heterosexual point of view? Can I tell you how it feels from a heterosexual point of view?
No, that's like the abuser. That's like the abuser trying to explain to the victim. We don't care.
Your heterosexual point of view, what?
What's wrong? I have an opinion. Can I stay my
But
opinion?
but you understand what it's. Yeah. What I'm trying to get you to understand is the abuser. We don't care about what they got to say. We're talking about the victims. It's not your space to be in here trying to act like the victim. You're not the victim.
Okay,
You've been in here. You've been in here. You've been in here. You've been in here. You've been in here and you've demonstrated your inability to self-correct. So we're helping you. This normally the stuff you and me and Shay are doing, you would have to pay for it.
Truckload of rhetoric, brother. Truckload of rhetoric. Regurgitation. That's all I hear.
Listen, normally the information
Shia sounds like
Shay, the information Shay and I are sharing with you, normally you would have to go to a conference and pay top dollar, get a premium for it. You're not in a space to lead these kind of conversations because it's clear you're ignorant on it.
with no kids.
You're ignorant in terms of how to engage people outside of the community you identify with.
40.
Who cares, Roger? What do you have, 12 kids, Roger?
Say it again?
What do you have, 12 kids? Like,
No, I got
who cares
one.
if he has kids or not?
I got one.
But that doesn't
He's stuck in the past.
See, listen, you sound just like the conservative
No,
right.
you sound just like the radical left. Okay,
I'm not radical at
can't
all. I'm
respect my
actually a
opinion.
moderate
You want me to
Democrat.
respect yours, but you can't respect mine.
I'm actually a moderate Democrat, man. I was raised conservative.
Because
in a
you're the
small
victim.
Texas
That's
town.
what you guys
I
always
know exactly where this rhetoric's coming from.
This guy right here is unhinged. Roger Dodger is the most unhinged
Listen,
person.
no gay person's gonna hurt you, Roger. No gay person's gonna hurt you, man. You're gonna be okay.
Think about that, Roger.
Seek therapy.
Think about all the crime that's going on in this country, Roger.
Tell me about all the crime. Who's it coming from?
It's not the
On the
migrants.
southern border, people like you.
It's
Roger.
not the migrants, and it's not the folks in the LGBTQ plus community, Roger. So I need you to
Look
go.
up the crime statistics and find out it's the people living around you causing the crime, not these people coming across.
People
as
like
you
you.
say, for a better life, to work, to take care of family, to send money back, to have a chance.
You know what, Roger? You know what, Roger? Roger, you know what it is?
Gangs, all of that. They're here.
They got
for a better
problems.
life.
They got problems with tampons in the bathroom, but they have no problem with firearms in the schools. It's that hypocrisy.
Suze, do
Roger.
you not have a firearm to protect yourself?
He doesn't get it.
I need tampons to protect my clothes. I mean, come on now.
Roger, what have you learned? Roger, honestly, Roger, what have you learned so far from this educational experience Shay and I and the chat has provided you. What have you learned today? Because I've got the Lake of Fire turned all the way up to the highest temperature I could possibly get it turned
30
up.
seconds answer. What I've learned today. What I've learned today is domestic issues can be debated left and right, here and there. That's fine. Okay, but internationally, we need true leadership. That's all.
Okay, so you didn't. So he did a single thing. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in sending Roger to the hottest part of the Lake of Fire that's possible. All right, by giving him a huge round of, you guessed it, booze and shame. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
Silence, you matter. If you're not happy here, then you can leave.
All right, sorry, Shay. I didn't want to eat into your time, but every now and then we have to do things like that. You're welcome.
You know, and listen, we pinned him down, right? First he started all the rhetoric. I was in a Democrat and I left the party because of little, right? And then what do we get down to? He's homophobic, right? That it gets down to the absolute hatred. Screw anybody else who's trying to come across, right? It doesn't matter. Raise the letter up because he's all about himself, and then he's on this agenda. He's thinking that, you know, he doesn't want gayness waved in his face. He doesn't want equality for people. That is MAGA, guys. That is what's going on within your party. That's not conservatism, guys. That's MAGA. That is the movement that we're trying to kill out because it's absolutely anti-American, period. End of story. It is against our Constitution. It's not what this country was founded on. It's not how we should live, ever. With everybody forcing their opinion about how we should live and getting absolutely offended by anybody else in the way they're living their life. That's why you're going to lose. That's why Donald Trump is losing badly. People don't want this. They don't want this because that's not about policy. That's about hatred.
Yep. Spot on. It didn't take much time before the hate eventually percolated to the surface and it showed itself. And then at the end of all of that free education experience, he turns around and says he didn't learn a single thing.
He's not going to. We learned about him. That's all that matters.
There you go. There you go. Well, listen, Shay, we've cooked and we've cleaned.
We
cooked and we've cleaned today together.
Often, shall we? That was
we
fun.
We shall. All right, but look at that. I'm well past my.
Wonderful day. Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give the beautiful Shay another round of applause. Thank you, everyone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, you can tell Zeus is well past his scheduled time slot. All right, they reported me earlier. TikTok said, Zeus, they were wrong. Get back out there and give them hell. And I believe we did. We gave MAGA just that. These folks have been annihilated. They've been cooked. And we've cleaned their clocks this morning, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and you all deserve a round of applause. Hawk, little Hawk, cut it out. All right. So let's get out of here, all right? And you all can go on and enjoy your rest of your morning. It's Friday. Get out there and have some fun. I want to give a special thank you to all of the subscribers, all right? My gifters, my moderators, and the panelists who came in the box, helped make this show educational, entertaining, and engaging. All right, but you know what else we got to do? We got to give the final round of booze and shame. This booze and shame goes out to all of those Trump supporters, MAGA demons who get on TikTok religiously and they spread misinformation and disinformation on behalf of Vladimir Putin and the Kremlin. They get out here and they promote evil, bigotry, misogyny, xenophobia, criminality, evil, corruption, all things bad on behalf of their orange cult leader, Dr. Summer, I see you. On behalf of their orange cult leader, Donald J. Trump. Trust me when I tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, these people are the worst of the worst. They are truly the scum of the earth. Join me in giving these Zeus haters our final round of booze and shame.
Silence, you MAGA demons. If you're not happy here,
then you can leave.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, take care and stay safe out there in those TikTok streets. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Hey, Maggie, it's over. It really is. Right, Rick? Your Majesty, zip it. Thank you, Rick. Woo! Have a great rest of your day, ladies and gentlemen. Your morning. Nathan's mom, I see ya. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus. I like to act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus. Don't be playing with my mood when I'm grooving. Let's go! Miss Kim, I love you. Alright, I love you all. Rick C, I love you. Linda Brown, I love you. Audit today. O'Neal. Hey, I love your music. Thank you. I love you too, Trina. Alright, Tinkerbell, let's go. Lady Reba.
I can't hang around with you. You fall in love too quick. You a high risk. Hey. This is way above feds. When you playing with the gods and you playing with the
Dr. Summer sent 10 subscriptions. Wow, thank you, Dr. Summer. We hit our goal.
I know the ladies love me because I'm sweet like the truth.
Dr. Summer, you're always so kind. I don't know why, but you are. You don't have to, but you do it. Thank you. Don, I see ya. All right, look at all of you getting Zeus subscriptions. W, put a W, Dr. Summer. All right, I can't believe it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Negro, let's go. What a show. Woo! Kevin, I see ya. I'm a god, call me Zeus. Cold as the day. Valerie, Shay, Heaven, my brother. Yes, you're right. LA, they don't own Roger Dodgers. They don't claim Roger Dodger, Heaven. Mary, thank you so much. Miss Cam. VV Heard, I see ya. Queen, please. Yeah, grab your goose. Hey, little mama, let me play with your caboose. I know the ladies love me cause I'm sweet like a tooth. Cold as the days. Thank you so much. I love you too, Yvette. I was in DC. You saw that, right? All my subscribers. That's another thing I got to say. When I'm not on the internet, I post subscribers only videos, so you subscribers of mine can see what I like to get into every now and then. So yes, Yvette, thank you so much. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody what I do, but for those of you who support what I do, I don't mind sharing out, right? Fanny Pack, Tiffany, oh, you changed your name, Tiffany, let's go.
Yeah, you know about me.
Hey, I didn't know you changed your name, Tiffany, go for it.
I'm the goddess of God, you know what I'm saying? I'm bringing down the roof with this heat.
Insane asylums. You know, they go crazy when I say the late great Hannibal Lecter. Okay, they say, why would you mention Hannibal?
Hey, Jack Smith. Shout out to Jack Smith.
I wonder why his name used to be Jack Smith. He sounds so deranged. Jack Smith. Jack Smith.
You heard about me.
Jack Smith. Jack Smith.
Oh!
Jack Smith. Jack Smith. Jack Smith.
Get him, Jack!
Jack Smith. Woo! They're taking black jobs there. And it could be 18, it could be 19, and even 20 million people. They're taking black jobs, and they're taking Hispanic jobs. And you haven't seen it yet, but you're going to see something that's going to be the worst in our history. There is zero chance I will support this horrible open borders betrayal of America. It's not going to happen. I noticed that, and I'll fight it all the way. I noticed a lot of the senators are trying to say respectfully they're blaming it on me. I said, that's okay, please blame it on me, please. Because they were getting ready to pass a very bad bill.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what. A bad bill is, I'd rather have no bill than a bad bill. A bad bill you can't have, and that's what was happening in the House. As you know, the Speaker, who's, by the way, I think he's going to prove to be a very good Speaker. It's tough when you have a very small majority. Very tough, Mike Johnson, Speaker. He just said it's dead on arrival in the House. It's dead on arrival. We want either a strong bill or no bill, and whatever happens, happens.
All right. I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Take care and stay safe out here in those TikTok streets. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do.